Hi there. This talk is going to be about amazing aging. All of this talk about aging is fascinating. It's like it's an obsession these days. There's so much talk in the media about aging. It is fascinating because it does appear to be that people are living longer and healthier. And they're talking now about 100 being the new 80. And in more terms I can relate to, I've heard 70 referred to as the new 50. So I kind of like that. I'm 75 and I think I feel no different than I did when I was 50. It's very interesting. Now that has not always been true. It's emerged more in the last couple of years, just 2 years since I really decided to get some good coaching about my life. Let me put it that way. So it continues to be true that women live longer than men, and they think that might be due to our hormone estrogen. There's probably lots of reasons, but our hormone estrogen has antioxidant capabilities, which means it prevents cell death. It helps our cells stay more healthy, rather, and that it is also anti-inflammatory and probably helps the immune system. So perhaps that's the reason why women live longer than men. It's hard to say. When I think back at my parents, I mean, that's who we had for our models, right, about how we were going to age. And my parents, my father was not well much of his life. My mother was pretty good. But, at 77, she looked like I think 77 looks, right? But our parents, I say that very compassionately because they didn't have the benefit of the knowledge that we have and the resources that we have. I mean, we have all kinds of health food available, for example, but we have also all kinds of information about what helps people to stay healthy, to build health even, in terms of in the food information, but also about my parents didn't even know not to smoke really at that in their lives. They didn't know that. They didn't know to take walks. I mean, they just didn't have the information. Some people think it's natural to slow down as you age. And I would say, I guess I would ask you what you believe about that. What do you think? Is it natural to do that? Personally, I think it's more natural to step up. Like there's a certain empowerment that comes with aging, a certain wisdom and strength. We've had so much experience. We have so much capability. And the world is full of possibilities for how we could be helpful in delivering that. And the world has innumerable needs. And I think the world needs our gifts. So I intend to keep giving my gifts. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Jean Rowe. I'm a nurse practitioner. And I have been for 40 years now as a nurse practitioner supporting women in aging healthily. And I'm adding more now, fulfilled, successful, whatever their desires are. More adding that add to their better health. So, and there is evidence that women are stepping up now. Things are changing for women in our society more, particularly for, I think, in an area that they lagged in before in terms of change, which is how society viewed and valued the older female. And I'm not just saying that like out of any paranoia or anything, but I think it's been true that older women have sometimes been almost invisible, not thought of as people who are going to bring power to the world, or bring their power to the world. And I think that's definitely changing now. The New York Times had an article about 2 months ago that's called "Hear Me Roar." I love that title, and was about the emergence of the older female, the rise of the older female, and they were talking about different women who were taking positions in their 70s, positions of power, and I thought, hallelujah, because really, I know a lot of very wise women who've been keeping it quiet for a while and aren't any longer. So I just wanted to chat with you a little bit about aging because I'm going to be moving on more and more talking about different aspects of aging and healthy aging in different videos. And just wanted to kind of take a look at that piece, like how do you view aging? Who do you, what were your parents like as they aged? How are you doing things differently? What's your vision for your older life? Do you, what are your needs? Do you have needs to be more successful? Do you have needs to add more value in the world? What is it for you? What's it going to be? So we'll be talking about lots of different things. And if you want to contribute and let me know some things that are on your mind about aging that are concerns for you, I would love it if you would just drop me a little note at my email address is explorehealing@gmail.com. That's explorehealing@gmail.com. Love to have a conversation with you. Thanks so much.